It just itched my ass real quick. Sorry about that, yo. What's poppin'? It's your boy Coldraven and all that good stuff. Here's how I got expelled in 9th grade, yo. So here's what happened. So in my schooling system, we had 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, which was the middle school. 9th grade, which was its own building. Yes, freshmen had their own building. Then 10, 11, and 12th was the high school, Brentwood High School. Now, here's what happened. When I was in this freshman center, I already had a huge-ass rap sheet for so many things. It's going to be important. But this was like the last, little fucking needle that broke the camel's back, or whatever, the straw that broke the camel's back, my dick that broke your mother's back, don't matter what it was. And we was in gym class and shit. This was 8th period. I always ended the day with gym, which was cool, yo. I love that shit because I used to skip out on gym sometimes. I used to go to the bodega with my boys and shit. We used to get like some fucking, rice and beans and shit. We used to get some chicharron. We used to get all that good shit and get them big ass 99-cent Arizonas. And we just eat and drink that shit while everybody else is fucking around in gym class. So here's what happened, y'all. We was in the bleachers because, I guess the gym teacher was absent, so we really didn't do anything. We just sat in the bleachers. And there was a chunky fat black kid named Matthew. And there was this white chick named Melanie, right? Well, she was Spanish, but she was white skinned. And they was arguing. Now, when they were fucking arguing, Matthew hit her with a pretty big bomb. And mind you, I'm recording this shit. I'm on like Galaxy S4 or some shit. And I still got the video. So here's what happened. Matthew hit her with this line. He's like, "You look like Caitlyn Jenner," which Bruce Jenner just did, the whole entire Bruce Jenner situation where he became a basketball player and Kobe his medals into the garbage can. And that whole situation just happened. So when he said that, everybody was like, "Ooh," and me instigating the shit. I was like, "Damn!" And my boy Jason and Michael are all shaking me and shit as I'm recording. And she gets up and she tries to smack him. He then grabs her and throws her on like the bleachers, and she's like all sprawled out and shit. And my boy George is like, "Yo, Matthew, that's a chick, that's a girl." And everybody started breaking it up, and I'm laughing and I'm recording this shit. And I'm like, "Everybody, add me on CockRocket195 on Kick." And everybody started fucking laughing because that was my kick back in the day because it was so funny. My kick was CockRocket195. It's very important. So what happens is I take that video, I start sending it to people on Kick. I start uploading it to YouTube. And then within a week or so, here's what happened. I get a call. I'm sitting in class, bullshitting. I get a call. "Can we get Johnny Rodriguez to the front office?" Johnny Rodriguez. And I was like, "The fuck am I getting to the front office?" Like, And what happened was I sit down in the front office. And you know how like the principal's office is over there, but then you got that waiting room? I'm sitting at the waiting room like this, just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm like, I wonder what I'm getting called for. And I hear COLDBLOODED And I was like, COLD, Cold-Blooded Crew. Cold-Blooded Crew. Fuck! That was the name of my YouTube channel, okay? People who don't know, that was the name of my original YouTube channel from back in the day. I uploaded Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay, uploaded Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle gameplay, trolling videos. I used to upload so much shit there, and that's why I uploaded the fight, in which I was sending it to people, through Kick. I was sending it through people on, different apps, and I was like, fuck. I knew it. I was like, yo, the jig is up. I'm to Gungas now, right? So I walk into the front office. They call me in. You got two people sitting there. The chick gets up and walks out. It's like one of the a assistant principal, and then you got this fucking bulldog face looking motherfucker, all droopy and shit, like looking at like that fucking detective dog and shit. "You know why I called you into the front office?" No, not really. Me playing a fool. I don't know why. I think I'm an innocent little eggy weggy. And he then goes over it. He's like, "Well, you know what this stack of papers are?" I was like, "No, I don't have x-ray vision." And that, I wasn't making the situation any better that I was being a fucking smartass. And it was a stack of papers this thick. I kid you the fuck not. That thick. It was around 100 and something, probably 120, 130 sheets of paper. And those 120 to 130 sheets of paper was every single incident I've had reported against me by faculty and students. Yeah, that's what those papers were. 130 from 6th grade to 9th grade. In about a 4-year span, I've been reported 130 plus times by students, faculty. And he went over it. He's like, "We have harassment, bullying, possession of drugs with the intent of use, possession of drugs with the intent to sell, weapons, fighting, recording fights, you name it, you've done it." I was like, well, Guys, I think I'm toast. Get the butter. I think I'm toast. I think it's over now, guys. I finally got caught. And he's like, and this one, what is this? Gang affiliation, Johnny Rodriguez? And now on the paper, it said GRE. If you don't know what GRE is, well, imagine me being 14 years old, having to explain to a 55-year-old man that me and my friends at a lunch table rap about fucking men in the ass. That's what GRE is. It was a rap group me and my friends made, and GRE stands for Gay Rap Entertainment, in which we would rap about fucking men, and it was just a joke. We didn't. So you could just imagine my surprise that I would have to explain to this man that me and my friends, we're sitting at a lunch table, right? And we're eating lunch, it's Friday, it's pizza day. And I'm like, yeah. And I hit it from the back, pulling on his sack, kiss him on the neck, and it's not just a peck. We're having rough sex. And that's what we're saying at a lunch table, guys. So it's like, I have to explain to this guy that me and my friends are just saying the gayest shit ever. I mean, like, dude, we're just saying some off-the-wall gay shit. Yo, he thought he got me till he saw me inside of a circle jerk taking like 3 bukkakis. And I'm like, fuck. And he's playing the audio. And it is just abhorrently the gayest shit I've ever heard. And it's coming out of my mouth. And it's coming out of my friend's mouth. It was me, my boy Nathan, Ruben, Anthony. We're just saying somebody like, it's just fucking gay. It's just so gay, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck. And I was like, that was the worst part about it, right? And he's going through my my YouTube channel as well. And I had to explain to him that it's just gay fucking rap. And then he's like, okay, but what about this? And now he had video of me vandalizing shit. So that was other shit that was on my on that report of papers, me vandalizing computers. Now computers, a big computer tower, like that big, the big computer towers. What I did was I stuck my hand in it like that. I grabbed a handful of wires and I just ripped out the fucking wires. Why? Because I was in 9th grade. Why the fuck not? And I recorded myself doing that. And I put it on YouTube. What else did I do? I popped out the buttons on keyboards and I replaced them, right? So I grabbed the keyboard like this, right? And what I was doing was I was putting my school ID in the keyboard and I was popping out buttons. And what I was doing was I was swapping the buttons so people didn't know what buttons were which. I thought that was funny. And then I was also harboring some buttons from different keyboards and spelling slurs on different keyboards. So somebody would sit down at a keyboard and it would just be like 3 different slurs spelled on a keyboard. And then there'd be a next keyboard that has like 12 Q's. And he's like, why the fuck are there 12 Q's on this keyboard? And it's just the funniest shit ever. And that's what I was doing. Because I'm an idiot, right? I'm a fucking idiot. That's what I thought was funny. There were videos of me grabbing paper balls and like wetting them and then smacking them on the fucking ceiling and throwing them at fucking glass and a glass would crack. There was so many fucking videos of me being an absolute menace, man. Holy shit, it was just bad. And he was going over my entire rap sheet. He was like, we have you fighting, recording fights, doing this, doing that. This is on footage. And he was like, who's Cockrocket 195? And I can't believe you fucking said that. I was like, that would be me, sir. And Cockrocket 195 had a picture of like some white dude like this, with like a big missile for a dick. And under it literally says Johnny Rodriguez. What a fucking asshole. I'm like, fuck. It literally has my name on my account. First and last name, my fucking government. I was like, wow, couldn't have gotten any fucking better, man. Talk about hands painted fucking red. So he goes over all of it, man. This is what sucked. He just looks at me and he's like, Mr. Rodriguez, I would prefer if you never return and step foot back into my building. Okay. That's what I'm going to ask of you. Mind you, it was 2 months left of school. And I was like, what do you mean by that? He's like, you have officially been expelled from the 9th grade center. I no longer want you part of my building. I no longer want you near the students or the faculty. And I was like, but why not? And he pulls out another paper and he's like, Mr. Rodriguez, sneaking into the girls' bathroom? Really? And I was like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Because what I did was, this was more than once. I used to sneak into the girls' bathroom and I used to bang on things just to scare them. I remember I forgot my friend's name. I think his name was Jeremiah. And Jeremiah dared me to do it. And I was like, I'll fucking do it. He said no balls, so I had to do it. So I went into the girls' bathroom and I started banging. You know the big ass fucking the green walls. Girls are taking pisses and shits. I started so I banging on them and screaming. And then they start screaming. Like you hear all the screaming girls, and I'm looking under, and their legs are kicking and shit. And I run out the bathroom, and then my fucking friends were cracking the fuck up, yo. I'm just being a menace. That is all I did throughout high school, man. High school and middle school, I was just being a menace. I was just coming into school and try to make going to school harder for other students. I remember when I used to come into science class, there was this kid named Jason I used to pick on all the time. And I'd be like, well, Jason. You know what time it is, right? He's like, Johnny, no. And I was like, yep. To my calculations, it seems like it's bully o'clock. And he's like, Johnny, stop. I was like, it's bully o'clock, Jason. You know what that means? You know what that means, Jason? It's bully o'clock. Oh, yeah. And that I used to do that just to fuck with him, man. And people would report me all the time. I didn't know people were reporting me, but I was an asshole, so surprise, surprise. But that was the thing. Everybody in my high school knew me, but people hated me and or liked me, right? And actually, no, it was hated me or loved me. Kind of like my YouTube channel. You see that all the time where people make YouTube videos, I fucking hate Coldraven. And people make YouTube videos like, I love Coldraven. You know, fucking eating big dicks of mine. People love me or hate me. Oh, there you go. Take that shit with you. Sell on eBay for $2.99. That's always been me. People always hate it or love me. You know, it depends if I tickle your fancy or not. But anyway, I've never fucking hid this shit. I'm a dickhead and I do shit purely out of entertainment purposes. I like to laugh. I mean, who the fuck doesn't? And I never know where the fucking line is. Actually, I do know where the line is. I just typically cross it because it's funny hoo-ha. You know, I like the funny hoo-has. Funny hoo-ha haze. You know, that's just me personally. But anyway, yeah, I got fucking expelled. He told me don't step foot back in the building. He told me to finish off the day. And it was pretty much the entire day of me telling all my boys and all the chicks I talked to. I was like, yo, I got fucking expelled. And then there were people like, bye, Johnny. I hope I never see you again. And I was like, oh, you're so fucking funny. And then some other people were like, yo, some people were fucking upset. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Because there was still 2 to 3 months left of school. So I sat home and played Call of Duty for like 3 fucking months. And I had to come back for what's called the Regents exams. Regents exams are New York State exams for your main classes. Your main classes being English, history, science, and math. I believe did I already say that? No, it's like your main 4 subjects, right? So I come into school, and I remember I came late on purpose. So everybody already started the test. And I come into the classroom, of course me, coming late on purpose, just so I can start a commotion. And I remember I came into the science class, specifically the science class, because that was the one class where everybody loved me. Everybody fucked with me heavy, yo. I came into that class, and I was like, oh, yeah. Everybody had their heads down looking at their test. And everybody looks up, and I'm just in the front of the class, and like, everybody started screaming. Yo, the amount of people were going crazy. It was like fucking, you would have swore it was fucking Robert Downey Jr. in the front of the fucking class. Everybody started screaming like, oh, shit, he's back. And I was like, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. This cockroach doesn't go away with raid. You know, and I'm just hyping myself up. And the teachers, even the teachers actually fucking laughing. I forgot his name. White dude, you know, and even that, he liked me a lot, pause. Even he was smiling. Everybody was fucking happy that I was back, and I was like, it's time to be a menace. He's like, Johnny, sit down, we're doing a test. Oh shit, I almost knocked my phone over. He was like, Johnny, sit down, we're doing a test. So I sat my ass down, I did the test. Everybody's just snickering and shit the entire time, because I'm finally back. And as soon as we finished the test and he collected exams, everybody was just fucking crowding around me, asking me what happened, and I was telling everybody, I was like, yeah, that's what fucking happened. I was fucking, you know, I was on the fucking beaches of Puerto Rico. They fucking thought they expelled me. I was drinking fucking pina colada the entire time. Pina colada, you know? That's what I was doing. I was just playing Modern Warfare 3. But anyway, you know, that's what it was. You know, that's what it was. I got fucking expelled. Fuck them. And then what happened was I failed the other classes because since I got expelled, I couldn't take any finals, right? I only could take the Regents New York State exams, but the finals that were conducted into classes, I couldn't take them. So I ended up failing a lot of classes because, again, even though my average, just say I got like a 98 the first quarter, a 90, 90, and a 90, dude, if I were to get a 0, which I did for some of those, because, again, you don't show up, you don't take it, you get a 0, that would drop your 90 average down to like a fucking 81. Think about that. A 98 average down to a fucking 81. So some of those classes where I was passing with like a fucking, let's say with like a 75, boom, I just got hit. And now I got like a 61 or like I got like a 58. And it's like, done. Fucking failed. So I had to go to fucking summer school for 2 classes. I remember one of them was art. Yeah, believe it or not, I failed art so many times because I used to skip art all the time. And when I did show up to art, I used to just draw dicks and like Super Saiyan Gokus. That was it. Just drew dicks and Super Saiyan Gokus. And I used to just talk. You know, teacher would be like, okay, we're drawing flowers. And I would just draw a dick with Super Saiyan hair on it. It's funny, you know? And then my friend next to me would just keep drawing swastikas. I'm like, dude, you okay? What the fuck are you like, dude? You okay? He just had this whole entire notebook just full of swastikas. I'm like, yo, yeah, are you good, bro? You want to fucking talk to somebody and some shit? Oh, it's even better. And he threatened to fucking shoot up the school. And I almost got expelled earlier that year for that. Yo, I'm dead ass. That's for another time. We'll talk about that for another time. That shit was crazy, yo. He was like, this is what this motherfucker did. He was like, oh my God, Lewis, did you just say you're gonna shoot up the school? That's what he did. And Lewis was a kid sitting next to us. And I was like, I remember I looked at Ronald. I was like, fuck? And the teacher just glanced at us and she didn't say nothing and she went back to giving the lesson. And out of nowhere, 3 police officers came into the classroom. She was like, 1, 2, 3, leave. And I was like, what did I do? I wasn't a part of this. And they were asking me for my ID, asking me for everything. I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, there was thing 1 and thing 2 over here. Why is thing 69 getting in trouble? This is bullshit, y'all. Fucking, fuck that shit anyway. But yeah, I got fucking expelled. I ended up going back into the Brentwood system like the next fucking year anyway. But here's the best part. I failed my fucking my summer school classes anyway. Because I had too many absences. If you get 5 absences, they drop you. I had 5 absences. They dropped me. And it was only like a week left and I had my 5th absence. I woke up like fucking 20 minutes too late. And they were like, yeah, you're done. I was like, alright, fuck y'all, eat my dick. So yeah, that's that, yo. That's that. That fucking sucks. Anyway, that's the end of the fucking video. Like, favorite shit, most played. Oh my god, I'm gonna write up a comment. Oh my god. Comment and subscribe. I'm your boy Coldraven. I'm gonna catch y'all the fuck later. Peace.